Hey there, today we're going to talk about 3 core ways for you to increase your sales and revenue in your local small business. Remember, everything we do starts with sales. While it's all about your bottom line profit, because that's what's most important, you need top line sales in order to be able to get there. Now there's 3 core ways that you can grow your sales. While there might be 50, 60 different ways to get there, they all fall into one of 3 buckets. The first one is you need to increase your customer count. You can increase your dollar average, or you can increase your customer frequency. So they're going to fall into one of these 3 buckets. Sometimes you can focus on one particular area, or you can mix and match or do a combination thereof. So what do these look like? Well, in the first one, this is the one that most people attempt to do, which is to increase their customer count. But here's the thing, they're cold leads. They've never used your business. They don't know you. So they are oftentimes the hardest thing, one of the hardest folks to get a hold of. Because they're new to your business. You have to hustle, you have to market, you have to really get out there in order to be able to draw them in. And as I mentioned, it is the toughest way to grow your sales for your business. Now, when you're increasing your dollar average, basically what you're trying to do is trying to get your customers to spend more money. And it's more than just increasing prices. A lot of times when people think increasing their dollar average, the first thing that comes to mind is increasing your prices. While that is true, that is one of the options. That's not the first thing you're going for. Your main thing you're trying to do is how do you add on to the sale? Basically, how do you put more into the shopping cart, if you will? That's what you're trying to accomplish. Now, when you're increasing your customer frequency, these are warm leads. These are people that have already used you. Your goal is how do you get them to come back more often? They already know, like, and trust you. So in which case they had a great experience. Your goal is just to get them to keep coming back. You also want them to be engaged, and you want them to encourage others. This is where your referrals come in, when people are able to be out there and helping to get their family, friends, and neighbors to also use your business. I'm telling you, big box retailers depend upon this, and you should too. Big box retailers build their models off of people coming 2 times a week, 3 times a week. Grocery stores, for example, 3 to 4 times a week, or at least monthly. Every business is a little bit different, but they depend upon customer frequency for their success because it's just too difficult to continue to get new customers. Now, what you want to do is you want to brainstorm ideas in each of the buckets. So we're going to do a little bit of that. We're not going to dive in too deep, but just to kind of get your brain going a little bit. When you're looking to increase your customer count, mainly it's going to be marketing ideas. Different things that you can do to get your name out there. Could be postcards, could be flyers. You could be looking at doing Facebook marketing. Some people, when I say marketing, it also could be branding, because sometimes you're going to get on Facebook and you're just going to be part of your community and your community pages, and that's all free. But you're getting people to know who your business is and talk about your business and stuff like that, or you can pay for some advertising. You want to definitely make sure your Google business page and your Yelp and your Yahoo, all those different Bing page, all those are up and running. They're free. Most people are going to grab their search engine to search for a business like yours. So that is a huge one, and it brings in a lot of new customers. And also, you're going to have a website. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be crazy. It just needs to be a basic website that you can direct people to learn more about your business. Increasing your dollar average, the first thing you are going to do is, are you priced correctly? That is definitely something you need to look at. But if you're priced correctly, you have to think of other ways to think of how to increase that dollar average. The number one way by far are add-on items to your existing products or services. How do you get more into that shopping cart, like I mentioned earlier? Grocery stores and most big box retailers live off this. They call it the register checkout mentality. For example, when was the last time you went through a register checkout area? You got the candy, you got the gum, you got all kinds of add-on items they hope you throw in your cart. The reason they do that is they want to raise their average ticket by $1, $2, $3, because they know when you go through those registers, you're going to throw the soda, the candy, or whatnot. If you go into other stores, you're going to notice the items that are on the chip clips on the beams that go along with the existing products. Those are add-on because they know that you need that plumber's putty to install that garbage disposal, stuff like that. So think about your products, your services. What are some of those add-on items that you can do to increase your dollar average? Another item happens to be warranties, where you can throw on there for an additional $25. You'll give it an additional 6-month home warranty. These are crazy. All kinds of businesses have realized this. Think about the last time you went to Walmart and you may have bought a $15 item and they're asking you, do you want to pay $2 for an extended warranty? They're all cash cows. A very low percent are ever cashed in. So these companies know this, which is why they use them. Now, next is increasing your customer frequency. How do you get them to come back more often? You've heard of bounce back coupons. Basically, when you give them a coupon at the time saying, hey, come on back, is really what you're doing. Or giving them, buy one, get one free, different kind of coupons that really encourage them to come back to your store. I mentioned earlier referrals, customer frequency. If that one person can't come in more often, they can work for you to get other people to come in more often. So they can be referral magnets. You need to have a referral program out there that encourages people to get others to use your business as well. You can run weekly specials to get them to come back on a regular basis. I had an ice cream shop. Every Tuesday we did a Tuesday special and everybody came in. That was our biggest night. And then the goal was they'd come in that special night and come back one other day during the week. Email series. This one is not used enough by a lot of local businesses. In today's world, you're getting their emails anyways for their services. Create a series once a month where you're staying in contact with them and not only running specials, but just keeping yourself top of mind with them. Now, there's all kinds of things that you can do in each of these buckets. This is the tip of the iceberg. Matter of fact, if you listen to the Local Small Business Coach podcast, I have 3 episodes on there specifically designated for each of these areas where we dive in and we give 11 to 15 different ideas and kind of break them down. You can go search for them. They're just like you see here, increasing your sales by increasing your customer count, increasing your ticket average, your customer frequency. You can find the podcast on your favorite podcast app or even here on YouTube. New episodes are put on automatically. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you like what you're learning so you can always get these videos when they come out. We try to release them on a regular basis so that you can become the badass business owner that I know you are. And because you're a badass, I know because you're learning today with me. And I hope to see you on the next video.